Welcome to the Shopify GraphQL Object Designer video. In this video, we will cover the Freehand Query functionality. You will require BPA Platform 2021 or above, and the Shopify GraphQL Connector. You will also require global IDs for various Shopify objects. A detailed explanation of how to obtain these can be found via this link. The BPA Platform related software can be downloaded via the partner area on the Codeless Platforms website. Let's begin in BPA Platform, navigate to System, Tools, Data Connectors, and we will open the Shopify GraphQL Connector. In the Global Configuration window, we will edit the connection we created previously. Then click the Object Designer tab. We will click Add to create a new object. In the pop-up, we will select GraphQL Freehand Object and click OK. This will open the Freehand Object Editor window. We will enter a name for this object, Freehand Query Demo. This pane will allow us to enter a freehand query. GraphyQL is a useful in-browser tool to assist in writing, validating, and testing GraphQL queries. It can be used to learn about the available queries and mutations within the Shopify API, or specifically with your own store data via an app. Output from GraphyQL can be copied and pasted directly into the freehand query mode in our tool. This can then be edited to, for example, add in parameters. For more information, please visit this link. Let's enter a query we created earlier. And with this, it will query the first 5 records in an order and will output a line item. We will insert a parameter to control the value of how many orders are returned. This will add a value into our freehand query that behaves like a variable. Let's highlight this section and click the Insert Parameter button. We will then rename this to Return Orders. We will then click the Execute Query button and in the pop-up, click Yes. To give a value, when previewing the schema with parameters, a dialog box will appear, allowing us to enter a test value. Let's enter 5 and then click OK. This will then query the Shopify API, and on the right output preview pane, we can see our orders and line items returned. The input schema pane will show any inputs, and in this example, it is showing our parameter. This will be available later in the task at step level. The output schema pane shows the response data tree returned in our query. This data is what can be seen in other steps in this task that consume data from the Shopify GraphQL connector. Let's click OK to close the window. We can now see this has appeared in the object pane as a freehand query object. With this object selected, we can see its details, and if we click the Input and Output Schema tab, we can see again what data can be consumed by other steps. We will now create a task that will consume the output schema from the Shopify GraphQL tool to demonstrate what data can be used in a BPA Platform task. Let's click the Tasks folder and then New Task. We will name it Freehand Query Task. And then click the Design tab. In Browser, Tools, Data Connectors, let's drag in a Shopify GraphQL connector. As this is a simple task, there is no input, so we will leave the data source and click the Connection tab. And in the drop-down, select the connection we made earlier. Click the Mapping tab, and in the Object drop-down, we will select the object we just created. In the Operation drop-down, only the execute operation is available with Freehand Query objects. If we expand the Operation Data folder, we can see the supplementary reference and our parameter. Let's add a fixed dynamic function. We will give it a value of 5 and then click OK and link this to our parameter. This step will now return the first 5 orders and their line items. Click OK to close this step. Lastly, we will drag in a Save File step. In the General tab, select Read Data from a Source, and in the Source drop-down, select Output from Shopify GraphQL Connector. In the Connections tab, ensure Use Local File System is selected. In the Main tab, we will select a destination path. We will name the file freehandquerydemo.xml and then click OK. We can now link these steps together, then save and close the task. Let's queue the task. Once it has completed, we can see the response from Shopify in the XML file, reflecting the schema we created earlier. And that's it for this Quickstart guide. If you require more information, please see any accompanying documentation and the tool white papers. For further assistance, please contact your account manager or visit codelessplatforms.com. Thanks for watching.